Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the next question. Okay, so this question belongs to GATE CSC 2006. The given question is consider the relation enrolled student comma course. Okay, so they are saying there is a table enrolled student comma course in which a student comma course is a primary key. So in combination of both of them, it is a primary key, guys. Okay, and the relation paid. Okay, so there is one more table paid which contain a student comma amount. Here student is the primary key. Okay, so assume that no null values and no foreign key or integrity constraint is available given the following queries. So which one of the following is correct? Okay, so the thing which I am 100% sure is so basically a single student can take multiple courses, right? Okay, and let us take a small example, guys. So AI, ML, DBMS, operating system. Okay, so in this way they have taken the course and they paid the amount also. A paid 2000 rupees as he took two courses. B paid 1000 rupees. C paid 1000 rupees. So per course it is 1000 rupees, assume in that way. Okay, yes. So now what is that thing? So they are asking which one of the following statement is correct. So they give four statements here. So option A says that all queries return identical rows set for any database. So let us take this only as our database. So this is enrolled and this is paid. Okay, so the first query says that select student from enrolled. So we are going to select student from enrolled where student in select student from paid. So what will happen in this inner query, guys? So select student from paid. So basically who student has paid. Okay, so I think we should take one student who did not pay the course fee also. So let us take it as a TOC. Okay, yes. Okay, so select a student from paid. So who students has paid the course fee, they will be selected. So the output of this will be A, B and C. So now you are selecting the student from the enrolled table. So select student from enrolled table where a student in A, B, C, D. So basically whoever are in A, B, C, D, you are going to print them. So indirectly you will get the result as A, B, C for query 1, right? Yes. So now let us check query 2. So query 2 is checking select student from paid. So now we are trying to select from paid where student in select student from enrolled. So first of all we are selecting students from enrolled. Okay, so I think there is a small issue here. So whenever we are trying to select a student from enrolled, we are going to get A, B, C, D because the duplicates are not removed in SQL, right? Yes. So now when we are comparing select student from paid, okay, so A is in paid. Okay, this A is also in paid. This B is also in paid. This is C is also in paid. So I think according to my understanding, Q2 will be A, B, C. Okay, so what option 3 says? So this option is absolutely false, right? Yes, because query 1 and query 2 are only not giving same thing. So then how come query 2 will give same thing, guys? Right? Yes. Okay. Or few students might be saying that automatically duplicates will be removed. Okay, so let us assume duplicates will be removed. Okay, yes. So let us try for query 3 also. I want to try every option, guys. Okay, yes. So query 3. So select E dot student name. Okay, from enrolled E comma paid P where E student is equals to P dot student. Okay, so now indirectly here we are going to perform Cartesian product and we are going to create a single table at the end, right? So A is took AI, A took ML, B took DBMS, okay, C took operating system. So these are the only students which are common in both, right? So this D will not be entering inside, right? Yes. So what we will get at the end? So at the end you will get the amount which they paid. So 2000 again, 1000. Okay. So when I perform this particular thing, so now at the end what I am trying to print? So E dot student name. Okay. So if I print E dot student name, so now what I will get, guys? Okay. Okay, so now if I execute this, what I am going to get? Okay, so now again we are printing the student. So indirectly here also you will get ABC only. Okay, I think I did a small silly mistake here, guys. So when it comes to option 1, that is query 1, in query 1 we will get A twice, guys, because select student from paid. So basically ABC will be selected, but when we compare ABC with this, so A will be mapped twice, so B will be mapped once, so C will be mapped once. So basically the query 1 will give A, B, C. Option 2 will give A, B, C. Option 3 will give A, B, C. What about option D? Option D is doing inner query. So in inner query, we are performing select star from enrolled, where enrolled.student is equals to paid.student. So this is the exact table which we will get, and we are trying to find everything from this enrolled table, right? Okay. Okay, so we are trying to find the every detail from enroll table. So basically this is what you will get as a result. Okay, so select a student from paid where exist. So basically if they are available in that table, we are going to find them, right? Okay, so we are going to find them if they are available. Okay, so indirectly what you will get here also, you will get the same result ABC. So I think it is indirectly only query 1 is not matching with others. So I think we can conclude that that particular statement is false, right? Yes. So we are searching in search of correct statement. Okay. So now moving on to B. So B says that query 2 and 4 returns identical rows for all database, but there exists database for which Q1 and Q2 returns different rows. Okay, so I'm having a doubt here that, so basically query 1 and 2 will also not match, guys. So to be clear, query 2, 4 as well as 3 will give same results, right? Yes, but there exist databases for which query 1 and query 2 returns different rows. Okay, so I think this statement might also be true, right? Okay, so this statement might be true, yes, because they are comparing between query 2 and query 4. Yes, they are exactly matching, and query 1 and query 2 are giving different results. Yes, that could be the correct answer. Moving on to option C. Option C says that there exists a database for which query 3 returns strictly few rows than compared to query 2. No, because they are exactly same. So this is wrong. Moving on to option D. Option D says that the exist database for which query 4 will encounter an integrity violation. No. So there is no issue. Everyone is giving output. So the most probable answer should be B, right? Yes. So this is a quite interesting question because he did not give any data set, and the data set should be taken by us, right? Yes. Okay. So now I hope everyone got a clear idea, right? So how we got ABC, ABC, ABC and ABC, right? Yes. Okay. So I hope everyone got a clear idea on this. So in the next lecture, let us continue with the next question. Okay. Yes. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more awesome videos like this. Thank you.